Excuse me, but do not touch me. You just come up and went to touch me. Do not touch me. Do you understand? That would be an assault. I'll let you out, okay? But you went to touch me, so don't ever lay your hands on me.
And then, the unforgivable. Hands reaching for the lens, power overstepping into assault. This isn't a back alley or a restricted base. This is the BBC and ITV's flagship broadcasting center, the so-called guardians of truth and accountability. Yet what unfolds here is nothing short of madness. Footage courtesy of the Laughing Auditor. Link in description. Subscribe to Law Lines, where we expose the cracks in authority that the mainstream never dares to show. What you're about to see is raw. It's revealing and it's a warning. When the people paid to enforce rules don't even know the rules themselves, chaos is inevitable.
Yes, I can.
You have a permit?
I don't need a permit.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
If you do it around the estate, you need a permit, so you have to turn your camera off.
Around the estate?
What did you speak with?
I didn't speak with anyone.
Do you have a permit to show me?
I don't need a permit.
Then you're not.
It starts with the oldest lie in the book. You need a permit, a false law invented at the gate to scare people into silence. But the truth is simple. If you can see it from a public space, you can film it. No permit required.
Out to film without a permit.
I don't need a permit.
Who do you work for?
Who do you work for?
I'm working for the estate.
Do
not
you?
Security. Who do you work for?
I don't give out my private information.
Yeah, do you send somebody here?
Oh, it's windy.
Yeah, do you just film permit?
I don't need a permit. I'm outside your
You're
estate.
not allowed to film inside.
Yes.
To film inside and on the estate, you need a permit.
Can I ask you a question then?
Ask me.
So see if I had a car, right? And I parked my car.
Authority isn't law, but many guards don't know the difference. They think a uniform grants power to rewrite the rules. It doesn't.
And my dash cam was running. Would I need a permit then?
Well, I can't see what's happening in the car, but
If I'm
right
telling you,
now
if that's-
you're in front of the building.
I am in front of the building.
And you're not supposed to. You have to leave.
I don't need to leave. I'm outside your building. I think you're sadly misinformed.
Every false claim crumbles when met with knowledge.
Me, it's the same law that allows me to record you. You're just having nonsense. Oh, it's getting a bit windy. I hope we're not going to have another windy one, guys, because the Channel 4 one was a bit of a pain. Why would you call the...
When words fail, they reach for backup. The police. The hammer used to silence dissent when reason falls apart.
This is private now, yeah? When you film inside,
Yes.
you need a permit.
I don't need-
film the inside of the
Okay,
place.
so what if I stand on the pavement and film inside? Am I allowed to do that? I can.
That has to do with the
I
estate.
can. Of course I can. I can. Yeah, 100%. You're wrong.
No.
You are
We
wrong.
had so many people coming here filming.
Yeah.
And they all had a permit. It has to
Okay.
go through the management.
But
and
I'm
they
not
have-
going inside to film. I'm staying outside.
But you're filming the estate.
I am.
That doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's not any.
But knowledge is a weapon. Calm, precise, undeniable. Filming is not trespass. Filming is not a crime.
Right, listen.
Private is
Let's
not.
de-escalate the situation because you're getting a bit aggy, right?
No, I'm
So
explaining
I
to
just
you that you
no, but
have
I'm
to
explaining
leave.
to you. You're not listening, okay?
have to leave
I'm not going to
the
leave. You can't get me moved on when I'm not inside your property. I have no intention of going inside your property.
Here or what?
You need to relax.
No,
Calm
I'm
down.
telling you, you're not supposed to film. Yeah?
I
If
can
if
film, of course I
allow
can.
you to film without telling you anything.
Yet ignorance is louder than truth.
Let me answer them, and you keep talking over me.
asked you a minute
So
ago,
zip
you
it
put your
for 1
mask
second
on
and let.
you didn't want
Okay,
to.
I'll tell you why I wear a mask. Okay, I'll tell you quite clearly because I have a very serious underlying health condition, and part of my job involves me going and meeting people that I do not know, and any pathogens that I'm exposed to. You're so rude. You're so rude. You're rude. I'm talking to you. You ask me a question
Then the attack turns personal. They demand his mask come off.
and you decide to take a call on the radio. You're very rude.
I'm not rude.
You are rude. You ask me a question and I'm explaining to you, and you
I
choose
asked
to
you a minute
you choose
ago.
to take a call on the radio.
I asked you a minute ago.
And I'm telling
Take
you,
your mask
and I'm
off.
telling you
Touch
what.
me, you
I will not keep my mask off. Okay.
So you can take your
Can I
mask off.
can I ask you something?
Show me.
To demand its removal isn't just ignorant, it brushes dangerously close to discrimination.
She's getting a bit emotional. Keeps asking me questions but not letting me answer them. I don't know how she expects me to allay any concerns she may have if she just doesn't let me answer the questions that she's got. She's called for backup. I don't expect...
Her composure cracks. The radio call is made. Backup is summoned. The fortress walls are closing in.
Excuse me, but do not touch me. You just come up and went to touch me. Do not touch me. Do you understand? That would be an assault. I will let you out, okay? But you went to touch me, so don't ever lay your hands on me.
And then, the unforgivable. Hands reaching toward the lens. The line between words and violence is crossed. This isn't security. This is assault.
Calm things down a bit, because your colleagues are a bit OTT. I says you went to touch me. You need to listen. You did. You went to put your hands on me. You need to back off, wind your neck in, and go back to work, love. You don't know what you're talking about. You're well out of your league here, okay? Yes, gentlemen. How we doing? Pardon? I'm filming this site because I want to.
Okay. Was it for personal use?
Pretty much, yeah. Just what I do. I go about filming places of public security.
While security rages, the auditor remains calm. His explanation is clear. Medical necessity, protected rights.
This is not public, it's private estate.
I'm not going inside the estate, my friend. I'm staying outside of it.
No, but you're filming the estate, isn't it? You're not
Yeah, but
filming the public route.
I can film it from outside, my friend.
No, of course, but you said this is public surveillance. This
Pardon?
is public, this is a private estate.
Public significance.
Okay.
Significance, yeah.
The only thing is, it's just concerning because you're wearing like a mask.
I am.
Shades,
So-
you're wearing like a hat.
So your colleague tried to... So
Quite shady.
your colleague tried to ask me about that. So if you'll let me, I'll answer that. Alright? So I wear a mask because I have a very serious underlying health condition. Okay? And part of going about filming these places, I come across loads of people that I don't know. And any pathogens that I could be...
But his words fall on deaf ears. Authority doesn't want answers, only submission.
Hence why I wear a cap and sunglasses to exercise that point. So when people say, oh, you're infringing on my privacy when I'm out and about filming, then it's simple. If you want things to remain private, you would close windows, close curtains, shut doors.
So, come back to your shades. Does that have anything to do with your shades?
So my shades are actually a prescription. I've got very bad eyesight, to be perfectly honest. You could try them on if you want.
The look, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I think that's what my colleague was a bit concerned with.
No,
because,
she was...
the way you come across with like very covered up.
I'm very covered up.
Shades.
Yeah, I'm very covered up.
The clash is no longer about filming. It's about control. One side clinging to policies.
Filming
But if
this
someone...
area, but there's no...
But if a lady came in a burqa, she would be covered up as well. Would you harass her like this?
filming the gates though, isn't she?
If she came and filmed, would you harass her for wearing a burqa?
Would question her.
What?
Would question why you filming the gates.
But would you... What I said is, would you harass her for wearing a burqa? Because I've been harassed here today.
Harassed in what sense?
So I've had that lady, despite what she may say, she went to push me out the way, and all she had to say was that she didn't put her hands on me. I'll be clear, she didn't put her hands on me, but she went to. She's continuously hounded me and harassed me since I got here.
The other side stands firm on law. The contrast could not be sharper.
Where's your SIA license?
My SIA license
Ah.
just because I'm wearing my jacket.
Is it? Right, okay. You know the
To
legislation.
make sure that it's on around the neck.
Do you know the legislation surrounding it?
But for private estate, I believe it's different.
For a private estate, but you're dealing with a member of the public on public property. You're dealing with a member of the public on public property, so it's what?
This estate up until here.
I'm outside the property.
That's just because we walked out.
Okay. So no, the only reason I ask is because potentially I may wish to complain about what's...
And then the tables turn. The auditor points out their own violation, missing SIA licenses.
to identify yourself. And the other reason I ask is because when exercising your duties, you have to adhere to the terms of your licence, correct? Do you understand? Do you know what the punishment is for failing to adhere to the terms of those licences? So you know it's a 6-month prison term and unlimited fine. And part of those terms is that when carrying out your duties, you have to have your licence on public display at all times. You don't have to present it to anyone except the police or someone from SIA, but it has to be on public display. So I'll just remind you of that, because you are out sort of questioning me as to my activities and whatnot, and at this moment...
Failure to display isn't minor. It's a breach punishable by fines, even prison. Suddenly, the enforcers are the ones under scrutiny.
Good afternoon.
I would like to remind you, this is a private estate. You would need permission from the landlord to come here. Unfortunately, over there was public to some degree.
Yeah.
That would be a point.
Alright.
Would you be able to vacate the premises, or am I going to have to find some of the means of having you to leave?
Are you threatening?
Police are on their ways already.
Are the police on? I'll wait for the police then. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, you're
They double down. They insist filming is a crime.
What illegal activity is that, my friend?
Private estate, you need to get the permission of the landlord to film.
I understand that.
Have you got that?
Is that illegal?
Well, if you haven't got the permission from the landlord?
Yeah, is that a crime?
Well, I would believe it's something that would be under the under some sort of law, yes.
Well, it's not. I can assure you it's not.
Okay.
Okay, so what you may be talking about is I'm going to help you. I don't know why I will, but
No, you don't need to. Police are on their way anyway.
that's fine. So you're going to get educated on civil trespass today, my friend, because I think that's what you might be referring.
But ignorance doesn't rewrite the law. At worst, this is civil trespass, not a crime. The police have no power here. So let's cut through the noise. The law in the UK is crystal clear. Pace, 1984. Police require reasonable suspicion of a crime to intervene. Trespass, a civil matter, not criminal. Police cannot enforce it without an offense. Human Rights Act, Article 10. Protects freedom of expression, including filming and sharing information. SIA licensing, security officers must display badges. Failure to do so is a breach of their own law. In other words, the only lawbreakers here are the ones wearing high vis. Caught on camera, the lies unravel. The guard insists his badge was visible all along. The footage proves otherwise.
Here as well. Where's your badge?
I just came from the bank.
It's like two of yous. That's potentially a year in prison between the two of yous. Jeez. Not a carry on.
The truth is merciless. The lies collapse in the spotlight of the lens.
Pardon?
Do you mind me asking?
I just got about filming, my friend.
Are you got to go filming?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I just got about filming places.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. You alright, Chief? Yeah?
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, we walked out. What's he up to?
Yeah, just up to no good.
And when the police finally show, nothing. No arrests, no charges, no crime, just another walk of shame for security that cried wolf.
ITV and a few other sort of companies that have talked about this sort of facility. Very interesting audit, very interesting interactions. The security clearly out of depth, didn't know what they were talking about half the time. The guy continuously wanted to lie and talk absolute nonsense. He was absolutely havering. They've called the police because they think it's a crime for me not to adhere by their policies.
And there it is, the mighty fortress of British broadcasting, reduced to confusion, contradiction, and humiliation.
What planet do these people live on sometimes? They really need to sort of think before they speak, because they don't know what they're talking about, and even the most simple-minded of individuals, once they sort of take stock to think about what they're about to say, would understand that sort of line of reasoning has some serious flaws. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it, feel free to share it, and don't forget to pop down and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. You've been watching a lot.
A symbol of authority undone by its own ignorance. 3 lessons to carry forward. Knowledge beats intimidation. Cameras don't lie, but liars hate cameras. And no one, not even the BBC, stands above the law. If you believe in accountability, share this video. Subscribe to Law Lines. Your support keeps this truth alive.